Welcome to Reach, Noble Team. I've spent the last year developing for Halo Reach and learning these tools, and I'm happy to say that I've completed my best mod yet, the ultimate experience combining all of my mods into one chaotic experience. To start off, I've ported over the latest versions of all of my Cursed Halo 3 weapons and updated a lot of them to be even better to use here. If you've played that mod at any point, then these weapons will feel a little more fresh to use in Reach, and I recommend giving them all a shot. I've also ported several of the favorite vehicles over, and even brought back the interdimensional marble for all your RNG spawning needs for extra replayability. But this mod isn't just porting Cursed Halo 3 into the Reach sandbox. In fact, I've completely changed every single weapon, vehicle, and equipment item in the Reach sandbox to be new and unique. From weapons like the Mountain Dew-designated Marksman Rifle, to the Borderlands-inspired Vault Rifle, to even including 5 custom Xbox console-based weapons, spanning all 4 generations of Xbox, including my Series X cannon concept that went viral back in September. This mod is absolutely loaded with unique weaponry spanning 71 custom weapons. It's actually so full of content that I had to manually split both Long Night of Solace and the package into 2 individual maps each, making the cover 4 maps in total, just to be able to properly build the levels to play. I have also overhauled every single vehicle to be completely unique. I'm not going to go over every vehicle, but I have things like the NMPD police cruiser, the lifted forklift, shopping cart, and many more you'll discover as you play. The armor abilities for Reach were also a huge part of the game, and I made sure not to leave those behind either. There's the Coward Sprint, where you run away from battle with the press of a button, or Inactive Camouflage, where you're stationary while invisible and mobile while active and completely visible. One of my favorite calls back to the Gruntpocalypse mod, where I replaced all the Reach enemies with grunts in costumes. For that, I had made a special Mjolnir-donned grunt, and I brought them back for an equipment I call Peaceful Negotiations. For this, I'll let the little guy share a little bit more with you.
Welcome to Gashnor's Cursed Halo Reach! It's such an honor to be showcased for this mod, and I've been asked to go speak to my nice friends over here to interview them. Hello, my fellow Covenant brothers! I am here to negotiate for my human friends over there!
And that's how we negotiate for the safety of Reach. Speaking of the Gruntpocalypse mod, all of those enemies have made a comeback too, but like I said, this is a culmination of all of my prior mods. Thanks to how Reach sets up AI squads, I was able to easily set most encounters to randomly pick each time you play to have vanilla enemies or little grunt variants. This includes the elites, hunters, jackals, or even Gouda. Every enemy you come across can be a grunt in cosplay, and it will change every time you play. The weapons they use will also be randomly picked with each encounter, so you should have plenty of opportunities to scavenge the battlefield for any of the 71 weapons in the game to try out throughout your playthrough. One downside of Reach is that it limits you to only 2 grenade types, frags and plasmas. Because my rocket-propelled grenades were such a hit, I had to bring those back. The random quantum plasma grenades, however, they really weren't as loved, so I went somewhere new with these. So what have they become? Well, they're F-bombs. That's right, these glowing blue Fs are the Covenant's newest grenades. However, it wouldn't be a joke with just the letter, so I reached out to several community members to get some recordings of them dropping some hard F-bombs. I censored them to be stream friendly, and have the game randomly pick one of 22 audio lines on each explosion. I was able to receive audio lines from fellow modders such as Mythic Jacqui of the infamous Halo Overhauls, and Abyss Quick of the Halo Star Wars Battlefront mod.
Oh, you mother.
I also received some help from some Twitch streamers I met through my mod, such as Trouser Schnauzer,
I'm gonna you up!
Nifty Noob,
Apocalypse!
and the legend himself, Hidden Xperia. Nothing beats having a grunt throw a grenade at you, and you hear Hidden Xperia telling you,
F off!
I couldn't mention everybody who provided me with audio lines, but I want to thank everybody who did for providing me with such a huge variety of audio. Without a doubt in my mind, this is the best mod I've ever made, and I'm confident in this launch. The chaos and goofiness I've loved in Cursed mods, including Fat Guy 703's Cursed Super Mario World in 2010, and of course Inferno Plus's Cursed Halo in 2019. These mods have inspired me immensely for my mods, and I'm proud to be able to contribute to the 14-year-old genre of Cursed mods for my favorite games. The time I've spent on Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, and Halo Reach's tools, as well as learning applications like Blender, image editing, or audio editing, has spanned well over 3,000 hours at this point, and it's been an eventful couple of years. However, it's incredibly unsustainable, and I'm going to put out my metal cup here to ask anyone who has enjoyed my stuff to consider just buying me a cup of coffee via my Patreon. I've never really utilized Patreon until now, and I'm not going to force it down anyone's throats, but if you help me out, I'll make sure to update the mod periodically to include any Patreon contributors to the game. I ported over the ODST NMPD police cruiser, as I had mentioned earlier. I set up animations, and I made it drivable for Reach. Currently, I have the license plate random to any streamer, friend, or anyone else in the community who I believe has been impactful or helpful in the development of my mods. I'll make sure to add Patreon names to these license plates as well, to give you your own little place in the mod. As I wrap this up, from the bottom of my heart, I really want to thank everybody who's supported me up until now. Cursed Halo 3 was my first ever mod, ever, and looking back I realize it was pretty amateur at launch, but I've taken everything I've learned, every criticism, every mean comment, every ounce of love, and poured it all into Cursed Halo Reach. So, for everyone who supported me, however you're able to support, I appreciate and love all of you. I don't know exactly what's next, but I'll be happily seeking out any and all streams of my mods on Twitch and YouTube to support you back. Steam Workshop link will be in the description. I hope you enjoy, and thank you all again.